Hello everyone, I am architect Naidu and today we will be covering the topic building materials. Under these building materials, I will be primarily focusing upon the walling materials. Actually, these different building materials are important from NATA exam point of view and also in JEE BArch paper 2 as well as in paper 2B, these questions related to the building materials are asked. So let's take a look at the walls, as in the walls are the major building component. Like whenever we imagine a room or a 3D space, we can see that any 3D space or room as such is covered by mainly by walls, floor and roof. So here today we'll be taking a look at as to what are the options available for us if at all we have to build in the walls, that are the vertical building components. So for walls, the options that we have with us is starting with the very elementary and the natural material that is available is mud. We can go for mud walls. We can build walls with stones, then the brick wall is probably the most common walling material. Bricks are the most common walling materials that we can see everywhere. Concrete walls are possible, then walls with wood or timber are also commonly seen, and last but not the least, we have the walls called as composite walls, which are of course the combination of two or more than two materials. When we build walls with combination of two or more than two materials, that are called as composite walls. After taking a look at as to what are the options for us available, we will see as to how do we build brick walls. For building a brick wall, we need a set of materials as bricks with some binding material, right? We need to have some or the other binding materials because bricks here are functioning as the basic unit for walls. Just like as cells are to body, those are the basic unit for building the body, making the body. Similarly, bricks are the basic unit for building the wall. And further, when we put together several bricks in a proper manner, we need a binding material, right? So we need to see as to what this binding material will be comprised of. So this binding material is comprised of cement plus sand mixed dry in a proper proportion, and then further it is mixed with water. So when we mix cement with sand and a fixed amount of water in it, the material that is available, the composition that is available to us is called as mortar. M-O-R-T-A-R. So bricks, when they are bound with the binding material called as mortar, this comprises a particular brick wall of various thicknesses. Now here the composition in which we mix and prepare a mortar plays an important role. For example, cement is usually taken in first as a unit for measurement, then the next ratio that is mentioned will be for sand. So this composition usually that is prepared is in the ratio of 1:2 1:3, 1:6, like that. These three proportions are available, and these three proportions are usually used for preparing mortar and ultimately to be used for building a brick wall. One more thing which is important to note here is that whenever we use bricks for building a wall and we use this binding material, we have to see to it that the joint between the bricks, that joint should not continue in the vertical direction. For example, whenever we ask any child or a small kid to draw something, he would probably start with a wall or maybe with a hut by showing the brick wall, something like this. So by consciously or unconsciously, we try to show the bricks in a staggered manner like this, and practically also the same thing should be followed. These vertical lines are nothing but the joint between two bricks wherein the binding material is accommodated. So these joints should be avoided, which means we should never place the bricks one above the other exactly like this, so that the vertical joints are continuing in a brick wall. These kind of joints should be avoided outrightly, because these joints would weaken the strength of the wall, and there will not be any interlocking sort of an arrangement, which is the key to the strength of any brick wall. So students, I think that is all for today. In the next lecture, you will get more details about various other types of brick walls and how to build those brick walls with various other technical terms related to it.